Good Sunday evening to you. Don Keating here from Ohio Weather. I tell you what, the first 7 days of January have been winter. 6 of those 7 days, sub-zero mornings in much of Ohio. And that's going to pave the way for a tricky situation coming up on Monday. Take a look at the map here. These are the advisories across the United States, the eastern part in particular. Winter weather advisory in effect for all of Ohio, Indiana, much of Ohio, or much of Illinois. All of West Virginia. You can see it in the purple here. Different areas have different expiration times for this winter weather advisory. Northwest Ohio, as of this time, is expecting 2 to 5 inches of snow. The northeast part is expecting anywhere between 1 and 4 inches. East Central Ohio, the forecast earlier was 1 to 3. And then Western Ohio could pick up a trace to an inch with ice on top of that, and Southern Ohio could pick up a trace of 2 inches of snow and then freezing rain or drizzle on top of that. Now, if we drop this map here, and if we go to our map that shows you the current precipitation pattern across this part of the country, we can see that there is a wide swath of precipitation that has already developed. Wait for this map to populate itself. You'll see there is some scattered light snow shower activity and maybe a mixture of freezing rain in Ohio and into Indiana. It is out there, folks. I'm pretty sure. There we go. The pink is frozen precip. That would be liquid frozen sleet, freezing rain. This is generated basically because of the temperature pattern that is dictated or indicated from the satellite views as well as the METAR observations. You can see not too far from here, it's all rain. Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky. Who would have thunk that about 4 days ago, or even yesterday, right? But here's the latest movement on this precip. You can see it's moving to the northeast, and this good swath of precip is heading in this direction. And you can see some moderate echoes that are in this as well. Now, the latest wisdom, so to speak, has a mixture of precipitation starting late tonight, well after midnight into the morning hours here in east central Ohio, and then changing to all snow. Don't forget, we've been sub-zero for several days for morning lows, and that being the case, the ground has dropped off in temperature quite a bit. Surface temperatures are down substantially. It's going to take a while for those surface temperatures to rise, so we have better hope, anywhere you're at, that this falls is either all snow or all rain. The worst case scenario would be the freezing rain, sleet, drizzle, freezing drizzle option. Alright, so let's take a zoom in of Ohio, and you can see a little better idea of where some of that snow is falling. It looks like a swath of snow moving through northeast Ohio, Cleveland, and then to the east of Cleveland. Again, the pinks are the indications of freezing rain, sleet, or freezing drizzle. And then, of course, all green is indicative of all liquid precipitation. Alright, now let's drop this and show you one more thing before we bore you to tears. We'll show you the temperature map of this area. Okay, go with the color fill. Wow, look at that. Blue and even a little bit of green along the Ohio River. We haven't seen these type of temperatures since Christmas Day. Okay, we have that long string of sub-freezing hours going as well. So we're going to be keeping a track here in New Cumberstown of when the temperature actually cracks freezing. It has to go to 33 degrees to end the streak, because that is the streak, which is temperatures not above freezing. So it has to be 33. We'll keep an eye on that, and of course give you a report on that in one of our weather segments. But these temperatures are coming up nicely. Southwest Ohio in the 30s. That's a good sign. Problem is, we've also got some lower humidity readings out there. So a lot of this precipitation that appears to be falling from the sky and maybe hitting the ground may not be hitting the ground at all. You can see some of these readings in the 40 and 50% range for this time of night. That's kind of low. And then we'll take a look at the weather reports across the area. There is nothing showing up at any of the major reporting stations in Ohio. Here's some frozen precip in the Fort Wayne area, and up here not too far from Gary, Indiana, some frozen precip as well. So with all that said, the winter weather advisory is in effect for various times across the state of Ohio. You just have to keep an eye open to the local weather reports, your local newscasters, and it's in effect for Northeast Ohio until 4, East Central Ohio until 7, until 2 p.m. on Monday, and Southern Ohio, Southwest Ohio until 2, West Central Ohio the same, and then Northwest Ohio until 11 a.m., North Central until 1 p.m., and Central until 2 p.m. The various times, of course, dictate how soon this mess will get out of here, or how soon the temperatures will warm enough that it should be all liquid. Again, for this part of the state, let's take a look at the advisory, because the last thing I heard, and this was issued at, I don't see an issuing date, time. Where was it? Is it on here? All right. Well, anyway, here's the last thing that we see here. Possibly 1 to 3 inches of snow expected for East Central Ohio. So be careful out there. The temperatures are going to warm up. It's going to feel like a heat wave toward the middle of the week. You'll see that on our weather report tomorrow. Sorry I'm long-winded on this, but there's a lot to cover. And there are several schools on a 2-hour delay already, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if several schools change that to being closed altogether on Monday. And until the next time, be careful. Don't forget, black ice is a possibility as well. The temperatures, even though the air temperature may be 34, 35, 36, surface temperature may still be hovering near or below freezing. It's going to take a while for the ground to warm up. The air temperature warms up a lot faster than what the ground temperature does. Until the next time, with your Ohio weather update and information on the pending storm, I'm Don Keating.